Hi, I'm Robert Osborne. The next animated movie we have for you is a film that came out in 1939, 1 year after Disney's animated feature Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Our movie based on the famous children's novel Gulliver's Travels by Irish-born Jonathan Swift. This movie version comes from the filmmakers Max and David Fleischer, the two brothers behind the Fleischer Studios, which was Disney's greatest competitor at the time in turning out cartoon shorts. But with our next movie, they were hoping to compete with Disney in the new arena of making feature-length cartoons. Little did they know at this point that they would only make two, this one and an animated feature titled Mr. Bug Goes to Town, which came out 2 years later. The Gulliver story you probably know. Gulliver is a big strapping sailor shipwrecked on the island of Lilliput, where all the inhabitants are folks who are just a few inches tall. So to them, Gulliver initially seems like a giant monster. It's a grand adventure story. Kids in 1939 enjoyed it just enough that the Fleischers were encouraged to make that second animated feature about Mr. Bug. But Mr. Bug did no business at all. Well, first the Fleischers suspected the title of Mr. Bug Goes to Town was turning people off. People just didn't like bugs. So they changed the title to Hoppity Goes to Town. But still nobody went to see it. So that ended the Fleischers' excursion into making animated features. But Mac Fleischer could take pride, great pride, in forever changing the animation world when he invented the rotoscope in the 1900s. Rotoscoping being an animation technique in which live action is projected onto a mat, allowing animators to trace the live action movement frame by frame. It was used by many animators of the day, including Disney. When the Fleischers first used rotoscoping, Max would trace film frames of his brother Dave making all the movements, all of which gave the cartoon characters look much more real. Rotoscoping was used to a particular effect in this movie about Gulliver, as well as the cartoons made about Betty Boop, Popeye, and Superman in his early days. So here with a lilting song in it called Faithful Forever, which brought Ralph Ranger and Leo Robin an Academy Award nomination in the category of Best Original Song. From the Fleischer Studios in 1939 and released by Paramount Pictures, Gulliver's Travels.